one of his kids is feral. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm not like really enjoying it so far. And he was like, what the fuck are you reading? Yum, yum, yum. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are attempting another reading vlog. Now, if you know, also I've got like moisturizer on my face. That's why it's shiny as fuck. Like you can actually see yourself in my face. That's how shiny it is. But if you've been here before, you know me and reading vlogs. We're not besties. We are more like distant cousins. We sometimes gel well together, other times we do not. But I'm hoping because I've got like my own space now, I can actually like film properly without worrying, and I can take myself off away from the room that Jack's in to actually film and not get embarrassed. But if you saw a previous video, beginning of April, bestie Sophie picked my April reads and I picked hers, and I thought I would do like a little reading vlog of reading her reads. I don't know how many I'm going to get through. We're going to try. We're already on the 2nd of April, I think. And I'm about to start the first one. I wasn't sure what I was going to read. I will recap what she actually picked for me. Not in order, maybe. Caught Up by Liz Tom Forday. Forged in Blood by Sadie Kincaid. Wild Love by Elsie Silver. Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Packing Around and Cruel King. I had to actually look. I couldn't even remember that one. I probably should start with Cruel King because I feel like it's the shortest. But anyway, I wasn't sure what I was in the mood for reading, but I've actually finally picked one. I'm still not sure if I'm like in the mood, but I needed to start with something, and so I chose one of like the decent sized one. I wasn't going for the long pack and sweet one, and the Forged in Blood I'm doing audio, so I wasn't ready for that. And it is almost like midnight, so I probably shouldn't be picking this book up at the moment. Wait till tomorrow, but I'm doing it anyway. So I'm gonna do like a little reading vlog. I'm only reading these when I'm at home so that I can film. So I will have a Kindle read during the day. But I've started with Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I've read Gold Rush Ranch. I've finished Chestnut Springs now. And now it's time to move on to Rose Hill before obviously like Fever Dream comes out. So this is what I'm starting with. I've heard very good things about the first and second book. And the third and fourth have very mixed reviews from what I remember. But the first two are good, so not to say the other ones are bad. But these two are very highly rated, so I'm very, very excited for this one. I have no idea what the actual story is about, so I think I am going to read the blurb. Like, sometimes I like to go in blind, but I want to refresh what the book's actually about. But yeah, I'll give my thoughts as and when I have them, guys. Wish me luck. Okay, thoughts. Not thoughts, but like, it didn't even click to me that Ford was Willa's brother. Like, it wasn't even that long ago that I read Hopeless, but just in my head I completely forgot that that was his name. So when he said like my sister Willa, I was like, oh shit. And I'm excited to get more of his story, to be honest. What the fuck, guys? Rosie's boyfriend is a fucking douche. Like, saying like her boss like touched her ass, and he's like, well, you know what these big companies are like, you only just started, you don't want to jeopardise that. It's like, he literally sexually assaulted her. And I have a feeling she just gone in, HR's called her. I feel like the guy has gone there, like the boss, and he's twisted it. This is my theory. I'm about to read chapter 3. So I look an absolute state, but I'm back reading Wild Love tonight. I'm literally only like 81 pages in, but I am really, really enjoying this so far, and I have high hopes. I love like a best friend's brother, and it's like an always been you type vibe I'm getting from that, and a little bit like forbidden, obviously, because it's like best friend's brother. And I feel like this is like a frenemies to lovers, so not an enemies to lovers, not friends to lovers, because they're sort of friends, but they've got like banter and like they take the piss out of each other, basically. So let's read it. Oh my god, guys, I'm giggling. So basically Rosie and Ford are basically like in close proximity around like the campfire, and they're obviously both a little bit flustered, and Rosie for some reason asks, are you single? and she's not. So she's got like a boyfriend, but it's like a weird situation. They're basically more like roommates, and it's just, yeah, it's not working out. She's obviously gone back to Rose Hill, like she's not in Vancouver anymore. And so yeah, that's that. And so she says, are you single? He says, yes, are you? And then she's like, I don't know. I think because obviously her situation. And then obviously they're staring at each other, blah blah blah, and then it goes, slowly his hand comes up to grip my ponytail, just like he did the other night, because he like tugs on her ponytail to like wind her up basically. But tonight, with one slow tug, he guides my head back, so I'm forced to look at him. Next time you ask me that, make sure you are. I am so giddy. I love this man. I love this man, guys. Guys, I don't know if you can hear the wind, but my God, is it loud? Like, honestly, it is so fucking loud. It's so windy. It was so sunny today as well, guys. And so tomorrow's Sunday, so it's my day off, and I'm really fucking hoping that it is good weather, because I want to do some washing and put that online, and also my mum, my sister, and my niece come around because it's Easter, and they come around to see what's in the new house. And I just want it to be a nice day, do you know what I mean? I don't want it to be raining like it was yesterday. Ain't nobody got time for that. Cora is so funny, guys. So Cora is the 12-year-old that is basically Ford's daughter. So right at the very start, she basically comes into his life and her dad has died. And it turns out Ford is her biological dad, because he donated his sperm. And obviously her parents had used that. And now, because her dad's died, her mum's really struggling, and she goes to Ford for help. And she's basically staying with him. But she's so sarcastic. She's so like witty and funny, and she's like so clued up. And she's basically like, I like Rosie more than I like you. And he's like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, she's like, oh yeah, she's pretty too. And he's like, yeah. And they're just like, well, she's Rosie Belmont. And then he's like, I'm my best friend's baby sister. And then like he asks, they're talking normally, and at the end she goes, and just so you know, all the perv dads that pick up have noticed she's Rosie Belmont too. And now he's like, no, I'm stewing over the fact that I need to accompany Rosie to the school for daily pickup. He's got like these jealous, like small jealous possessive traits, and I love that. Love that in a book. Love that in a man. Yeah. Oh, so they're talking about a contractor to do his thing, and they're talking about who it is, and he's saying Sebastian Rosie, I don't know what it is. Sebastian, is that Bash from the Wild Card, the 4th book? I'm calling it, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know much about Rose Hill. Chestnut Springs I know a lot about, but Rose Hill I don't actually know that much about, apart from the first 2 books I really loved. The 3rd book is controversial because it's like a wrestler romance, and the 4th book is controversial because it's like an age gap and it's ex-boyfriend's dad. But, oh okay, well if I carried on reading, it says, well, next to Bash, you're a teddy bear, so 100% is Bash from book 4. Oh, I love him. He's so cute, man. So earlier in the book, they were saying about, what he was saying about, sorry, that he could never say no to her, basically. Whenever she was like crying, like he always did something to her. Whenever she wanted something, he always said yes. He always picked her up if she was drunk. And now he just said to her that journal entry is fascinating but all wrong, because in the journal entry she says he came to pick me up. What was should have been a 20-minute drive, but only a 10-minute, so he probably was already out, so I've ruined his night. And then he says that journal entry was wrong. I was at home when you called that night, and I broke every speed limit to get to you. Do you know what I would like, guys? So obviously Rosie's brother West was the wild child, basically, and now he's got 2 kids, and oh, that really hurts. I think I've got a spot there. Love that. But basically they're talking about one of his kids is feral, and one doesn't talk, or selectively talks to West and West's ex, so the kid's dad, basically. and Ford is saying like the kids like changing, put him on a different path. He's saying that where I'd be having anxiety, like he just goes with it, following like his son's lead. And I would really love a book or even a novella about West and his life and what his feelings and thoughts are and what he's going through. I mean, I don't know, guys, I don't know who the rest of the people are, but maybe we'll get West's story and I'm just like foreshadowing, but I am intrigued. And if he did have a book, I'd like it to go like be like dual timelines. It like goes back and forth, is that the words? So like you get his past but also like his present. So I just thought I'd go into see the blurb, or like even just briefly read the blurb, skim over it, of book 2, and it's West. So yeah, he wore the key to her diary for 10 years. That's so cute. I have to say, guys, I'm absolutely loving Wild Love. I'm about 80% through, I think, so I'm almost finished. It's obviously the next day. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was tearing up a little bit earlier. I don't know if it's because like I'm due the girly time, but it was so cute, like, but so bittersweet. So Ford was basically saying like we need to be professional, so he's saying that his daughter is needs to be like his number one priority. Whereas he's like, yeah, she needs to literally be your number one priority. Don't worry about me. We'll be professional, because he's like her boss too. And then when she's emailing him, she's being very professional, and he's like trying to be jokey and stuff. And he's like, what's wrong? Like, you're not being jokey. And she was like, I'm just trying to be professional. And he's like, you know that this is like not just professional though. Like, this isn't work related. And then she's like, well, I'd prefer it if it was. And it just made me like really sad, because it was like almost like bittersweet kind of. But yeah, I was like, but then it got hot and I was like, damn. And now I've got 45 minutes left, I think. It is 11:45, I think, at night. So I'm gonna smash this out, finish this, and then either report back my thoughts, or I'll do like a report back thoughts of the morning. I don't know what book next I'm gonna read of Sophie's. I think I'm gonna read something else that's on my TBR, and then maybe do like Forged in Blood. Oh my god, I'm actually teared up, guys. I am 95% through, so I'm like almost finished. So I've got a bit of mascara there. And so obviously his daughter, like biological daughter, is there, and he's also been taking care of her while her mum is like in like this place basically where she's getting better, because she's really depressed because her husband has passed away. And obviously the daughter calls the biological dad Ford, because it's not like her dad that's like raised her. And the mum is basically saying like, if it's okay with you, like, I'd love to move here, she's really settled here, blah blah. And he's like, yeah, of course. And then the daughter comes over and she's like, can we go boating? He's like, yeah, of course. And then she goes back to her friend, she's like, let's go boating, my dad says he'll take us. And then he's like, my dad? He's like, oh my god, like, she said that. I'm literally like, oh, that's so fucking cute. Okay guys, I promised you a wrap up on Wild Love. I've just been filming some videos, so I'm just gonna give my quick wrap up to you. So Wild Love was 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I loved the ending. I love that Rosie did not take any shit. Like, Ford did something silly and he shouldn't have done. It wasn't his thing to do or tell. Take that what you will. And I love that Rosie like didn't back down. She was like, this is the sitch, you need to fucking fix this, you need to step up, fix this fucking shit, and then what happens. And he was like, shit, like, I fucked up here. And he did it. He did what she told him to do. And the little things was so cute as well. Like, I knew from the beginning when she said like, this is my dog, and he's like, oh, your dog? She's like, yeah, it's my dog, like my family's land. I knew from that point that this dog was going to be on his family's land. I just knew it. And he cut out like this strip of land down to the dock, and he put it in her name, and he put like a sign saying Rosie's dog, and it was so cute, guys. and just the little things. And I loved seeing Rosie and Paul's relationship with Cora and how that developed, and it was just perfection. That was a really, really good pick, Sophie, and I can't wait to see what I'm reading next. I'm taking a little break because I'm going to read a different physical book. I'm going to read Tame and Seven, which was on my TBR, which I am filming for a reading vlog as well. And then I think I might start Forged in Blood when I've finished that, but probably won't be until like the weekend, maybe even a little bit later. But yeah, we'll see, and we'll see how we get on, and obviously I'll update you guys. Okay guys, so we've officially started the second book that Sophie has picked for me. So I decided, because she was bad on me, she was like, you need to start this one, you need to start this one. So I was like, okay. And it was next on my list. I did say to her, if I fancy it, if I'm in the mood for it, then I will read this one next. And I'm actually not feeling too bad about starting it. So Forged in Blood by Sadie Kincaid. I have actually done some this evening, so I'm actually 25% in already. So a quarter of the way in. I went into this one blind. Like, I don't know much about it, apart from there is vampires and it is a wire choose. And it is a bully romance as well, which I love. I love a bully romance, I love a wire choose. Vampires I can take or thing. It's not like one of my faves, but I don't mind. But I didn't read the blurb. I'm going into this one basically completely blind, so I will let you know what I have gathered from the start of it, just from the prologue, and then obviously a few chapters. I am audiobooking this one and reading, so I'm doing an immersive experience, just because I fancy it. Sometimes I feel like it goes in better, especially like with a fantasy. I feel like reading it needs to go into my head, but also it's a full cast, so the narration is like otherworldly. Like, it is insane, and I love a few of the narrators. Like, I've heard Joe Arden before and I really enjoy him. I think I've listened to Sean Masters before. I think the other male narrators and female narrators I don't think I've heard before, so it's like a new experience for me anyway. But basically we have Ophelia, who is our FMC, and it seems to be, from what I'm gathering from the prologue, she basically is like powerful, but she doesn't know it. So she is an orphan. She's been thrown around in foster homes her whole life, and she's human. As far as she's aware, she's human. She doesn't know anything about paranormal or anything like that. And when she was born, a witch bound her magic and sort of like restrained it so that she doesn't know she has magic. She has never had magic, and basically comes under the radar of these 3 vampires, and also their sire, I suppose, if you want to call it that. I suppose that is the right word, who is Ophelia's professor, and he is also a vampire. And he's not been in it much, so we won't discuss him right now because I don't really know much about him. But the 3 MMCs have basically been told by their sire to keep an eye on her. They're not allowed to bite her, but nobody else can bite her. And basically the professor's like, he scented something on her. And also in the prologue they were saying like, she's the one we've been waiting for. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what she is. There was speculation that she could be a witch, but then they were saying like, what is she? And the other guy was like, you know what she is. So I don't know what she is, but the professor seems to have an inkling. I'm not really sure, but the 3 MMCs do not. But they just know they've been tasked to keep an eye on her, and they are determined to make her life hell. Like, they are taunting her and stuff. The only one I like, so we have Axel, Xavier, and then we have Malachi, and I like Kai. He is Irish and he's just a sweetie, but I'm also sad because I'm like, what if he's fooling us? Because, you know, in Zodiac Academy, Seth had us fooled. He was like the puppy, like happy-go-lucky, and then what he did to Darcy. So I'm thinking, is this a pretense of Kai? I don't think it is. I think he might do something to get in the bad books, but I think he is like a golden retriever puppy at heart. But yeah, I'm not enjoying it, but I'm not like really enjoying it so far. I think I'm at that point of the book where I'm like trying to figure out what's going on, if I like it, blah 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 blah. I think if I was just reading it, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much, but I think where I'm listening to it as well, it's a little bit better. But I think as the story goes on, I'll probably start enjoying it a bit more. But also it's like a 3-book series, and then you do have like a spin-off prequel. But obviously over the 3 books, I'm assuming we're gonna get a bit more. I'm not really sure how it's gonna play out, but I will keep you guys updated. Okay, let me give you an update on Forged in Blood. So I am 60% through, I want to say. I'm actually really enjoying it now. We are getting to a little bit of spice now, which I am enjoying. We're getting a lot more dynamic between the guys. So 2 of the guys are currently involved with her, the 3rd one is about to be, and then the professor is not yet. He's just like somewhere else. And I'm enjoying it. Like, the guys were absolute dickheads to her, and now they're like worshipping her, if you know what I mean. And I love that. We had like a spicy thing where so basically the FMC was like a virgin, had never done anything, never even like herself, you know, and basically they're all about to get down dirty, and he's like, you know, using his fingers in her area, and she's a virgin. Obviously she knows that, they don't know that. So obviously he's doing that, ends up breaking her hymen, doesn't know yet, and then starts feasting, if you will. And obviously as he's feasting, he gets a taste of her blood, because obviously he's broke her hymen, and the sire, big bad sire guy, comes and he's like, what the fuck have you done? And he's like, he looks down, he's like, shit, like I didn't realise. Obviously they're vampires as well, by the way, the guys. And then he's like she's a virgin, like I didn't realise, obviously I broke her hymen and now I've taken her blood. And he's like, it's the best thing I've ever tasted in my whole entire life, because of like what she is and stuff. And I was reading this and I was giggling, and I had to explain to Jack, because I was sending a voice note to Sophie, and I had to explain to Jack what the situation was basically. And he was like, what the fuck are you reading? And I was like, listen, it is what it is, they're vampires, like it's okay. And he's like, that's sick. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, I can't remember if I gave my final thoughts on Forged in Blood. I don't think I did, because I finished it last night, and I don't remember filming last night, and I haven't filmed today. So final thoughts on Forged in Blood. It was a 4.5 star. I was teetering between a 4 to 4.5. No, yeah, I was teetering between a 4 and a 4.5 star. Because I was like, I don't know. And then the ending bit, the last chapter, got it to a 4.5 star. So if you know, you know. I love the guy that voices Alexandros. I'm pretty sure is it Anthony like Palmini? I think that's who voices him. And whoever it is, and I'm pretty sure it is him, was the same voice actor for Damon in the Dance with My Demons series by Steph Macker. And the monologues this guy does, like in his head, and like the yearning, and he had the same like conflicting, sorry, I've got like these bags, I'm saying good, you guys. He had the same conflicting emotions in the Dance with My Demons series, and his monologues were just excellent. Like I absolutely loved them. And it's the same in this, like his monologues and the way he speaks and perceives his like emotions and stuff is just top tier. And you can just tell, like, oh, the yearning, like he wants her, but like he can't have her. Well, like he thinks he can't have her. He doesn't want to let himself have her. And I just, Alexandros Draco slap, yum. And yeah, really enjoyed it. I'm not going to do book 2 for, not this month anyway, because I feel like I've got a lot on this month. I want to get through my TBR, like that Sophie did for me. I know I'm not going to get to everything, because I know that Parking Sweet I'm not going to be able to finish. And I'm also trying to get through arcs as well. So during the day I'm doing an arc, and then I'm in the bath or cleaning or something, housework, I've listening to an audiobook, and then like an audiobook arc. And then in the evening I'm reading my TBR from Sophie. So that's Forged in Blood. And then now I've started the next book that Sophie recommended, or has told me to pick for my TBR, Caught Up by Liz Tomforday. Guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am. So the Windy City series, obviously everyone and their sisters and their mums and their bloody aunties and uncles, do you know what I mean, has been talking about this series. I read Mile High, loved it. It was a 4-star. It wasn't a 5-star. It was a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. I think the third act is what dropped it, like that star. I think that between a 4 and a 5-star, I think that's why, because of the third act. And then book 2, Right Move, 5-star. Ryan Shea, the man you are. This man's love language is acts of service. Like, I just, oh my god, he was perfection. And Sophie said to me, like, the books get better. She said, like, the last one, it's like, but because it like ties it up, it's good. But she said that Kai Rhodes and Isaiah Rhodes, she thinks are going to be my favourites. She said that definitely Isaiah Rhodes, which is obviously the next one, Play Along, which obviously I've not got to yet, but hopefully I will soon. But Kai Rhodes is a single dad. Now, I know single dad is a favourite, oh, if I can stutter in it, a favourite trope for a lot of people. It's not one of my top. I think it's very hit and miss. I think it either works or it doesn't. And I've had ones before that haven't worked. So I think that's why I'm always like reluctant to not read them, but like I'm always like, I don't know, like I can take it or leave it. Do you know what I mean? And then single mum is not one that I like gravitate towards at all. Like a single mum one is not, but this is not single mum, so I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. Anyway, single dad, nanny, this is the vibes of this book. And guys, I'm so excited. Oh, okay, so Miller, oh, I've just put my phone on loud, is Monty's daughter, which I didn't realise. Like, I don't know why nobody talks about that. I know Monty's in this, and obviously he's got his own book now. Daddy Monty, cannot wait to read his book. But I didn't realise that Miller was his daughter. For some reason, I kept thinking that Isaiah and Kai were like his sons. I don't know why I kept thinking that. Because, his name isn't... His name's Emmett Montgomery, so I'm like, in my head now, that doesn't make sense. But I thought it was like a foster dad, like adopted type shit. I don't know, but that makes way more sense. Oh my god, guys, I feel like my ovaries are going to explode in this book because Kai and Max have matching caps. God, I actually can't go, and I can just picture little Max with like a little backwards cap on, and I actually can't cope. Like, my ovaries cannot cope, guys. And I said to Sophie, and she was like, it's going to be like that for the whole book, so brace yourself. And I'm like, great. The banter between these two, between Kai and Miller, and I'm like not even that far in, I cannot cope. Like the bickering, the like just the little jabs that they make at each other, it's just so fucking funny. I'm literally like giggling out loud. Miller is so funny, guys. I feel like Miller is gonna be one of my favourite FMCs in this series. I already can tell. She's so fucking funny. She's hilarious. So they're talking about little Max, and he's saying, Kai was saying, like, obviously he can't walk yet, but he's like on his, like, he crawls all the time. And then he was like, what did he say? One sec. So he said he'll be on his hands and knees most of the time. And then Miller goes, as all men should be. I'm like literally dying. And then as Isaiah's there in the background, and he's like, hearts in his eyes, basically. Imagine that. And he's like, I love this woman, basically. He obviously doesn't get with her because this is not his book, this is Kai's book. Isaiah gets with, I don't know who Isaiah gets with for the next book. We'll see. I'm going into these like blind. Like, I don't know, but like I know the tropes. Like I know Isaiah's is like a accidental Vegas marriage, pretty sure, like Wake Up. I know this one is single dad and nanny. I know that Rewind It Back is like they were together and he's like pining over her. I know the tropes, but I'm going in like completely blind, basically. Also, I'm back reading Caught Up. I've just put some skincare on, which my face is shiny, and I've had a hair refresh, so I've got some more highlights in through the top. I had a little trim. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Caught Up, still absolutely devouring it. I am loving the banter. Like Kai and Miller together, it's so fucking funny. I'm literally highlighting like every other word because I'm not actually, that's like a bit exaggerated, but I am really enjoying it. Not really sure I'm there, but yeah, I am devouring it. Miller is my favourite FMC at the moment, and I'm loving Kaya. I will obviously reiterate who is my tops. Obviously, like, Xander's is here, Ryan is here, and then obviously Kaya will be put somewhere in between those, or at the top or at the bottom. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna be at the bottom though, guys. Come on, let's be real. But we will see, and obviously I will rank who I think is thing, and also Ryan and India are top, so top FMC, and then Stevie and Sanders are second at the moment. I can't cope, guys. The innuendos. I'm literally having the best time. I'm fucking giggling my head off. Guys, I'm absolutely loving, I was about to say Lights Out. Not Lights Out, I did love Lights Out, but Caught Up, I am obsessed. Like, I am thinking about 40% through, and it's given 5-star. Like, I know that this is going to be a 5-star. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's early to say, but definitely is. Also, how cute is my outfit today? I've got this like dungaree dress type on with some tights because it's a bit cold today. How fucking cute, guys. Give you guys a quick little update. It's really early in the morning. On Caught Up, I'm thinking about 70% through now. I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I think sorry, I'm just going to get Jack's coffee ready to make. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so much. It's definitely giving like 5 stars, and yeah, I absolutely am enjoying that. I don't know what coffee did in this morning. What's he gonna want? So we've got like these little coffee things. I'll show you. In here we've got, these are like the random ones left over. So it's like El Salvador, golden caramel. That's like a Starbucks one. This one is white chocolate and strawberry, lavender, and I can't remember what it is. This is my Starbucks bomb roast. That's my one, which is back up. That's another one I haven't tried yet. And then we've got some more as well. As I close that out, I'll actually get one out. I think I'm gonna get my strawberry and white chocolate, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, really enjoying it. It's definitely giving like that 5-star energy, do you know what I mean? And I'm just absolutely devouring it. And then you go into the living room. But yeah, I'm like, it is amazing. Like, Kaya is just, I don't know, I can find myself already tearing up on like Miller's sweet moments with Max, and I feel like, I mean, I know bits of like what happens in that, what, like, I know something that happens. I'm gonna say it's gonna spoil it, but I know that I'm gonna tear up at that, and I just think, I feel like I've just been devouring it so much that the past like 35% I've not been giving my thoughts, just because I've literally been immersed into it. I think I've got about 1 hour and 15 left, so when I get home from work tonight, I've got a few bits to do first, but I think hopefully I'm gonna get that finished tonight because I need to devour that ASAP. I need to give you an update on Caught Up. I've just finished it. I was literally sobbing for like the last hour of reading time. Like, I'm not even joking. I did a couple of gifts. I didn't want to like talk because I was sitting next to Jack, and also like I was literally crying my eyes out. So I was like a bit embarrassed. But oh my god, guys, like when I tell you that book, obviously I'm on book 3. Best book so far in the series. Like, I obviously loved The Right Move, and I enjoyed Mile High, sorry, but Caught Up was just on another level. Like, honestly, so I'm just gonna open the window. That was so fucking good. Like, I was sobbing from heartbreak, and then I was sobbing from like the love and care from Max, the little boy, and then I was sobbing because heartbreak again, and I was sobbing because of her dad, and I was sobbing because of stuff they were saying, and obviously I don't want to give it away like what's happening, but just know a lot of sobbing was involved, and then I was happy tearing, and I love that book so fucking much, and I'm just like in awe. I feel like this vlog is already like way too long. The next book I'm going to start from Sophie's TBR is Cruel King by Rena Ken. I think I'm going to end this part of the vlog here, and I've already done like 3 books, so I think I'm going to do the rest in another vlog. I'm hoping, but on the 22nd now, I probably won't start Cruel King tonight, I'll probably start tomorrow, but I'm hoping that I can get Cruel King and Done and Dusted done by the end of the month. I've still got a little bit of this weekend. I have got a busy weekend, but yeah, and then next weekend as well, so I'm hoping I should be able to, like in reality I should be able to, because Done and Dusted's not that big and Cruel King's not like massive. The only one I don't think I'm going to get done is Parking Sweet, but I might read that at the beginning of the next month and just include it in the next vlog anyway. So you've got like 3 and 3. And yeah, I'll try and give more of my thoughts on these ones as well. I just get embarrassed filming with Jack next to me, and obviously I sit on the sofa with him in the evening. I don't have a chair set up in my like in the second bedroom yet, so I don't have like a reading chair or anything, so I can't like vlog that. But just, what have we picked so far? We had Forged in Blood, which was 4.5 star. Really enjoyed it. We had Wild Love, which was a 5 star, like loved. We've had the Caught Up, sorry, which is a 5 star. Done and Dusted, I feel like could be like a 4 star, and Cruel King, I feel like could be a 4. They both could be like between a 4 and a 5, but like I'm not sure yet. I feel like they both could be like 4 stars though, definitely, at least. But thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to keep a lookout for part 2.